Long ago, in a quiet village, there once stood a generous mango tree. It gave fruit to the hungry, shade to the tired, branches to the cold. It never said no. But one day, the tree stood empty, broken, alone. And the villagers finally understood something they should have known all along. Even kindness needs boundaries. At the edge of the village, near a small dusty road, stood a beautiful mango tree. Its branches were wide, its leaves were thick and green, and every summer it produced the sweetest mangoes anyone had ever tasted. Children climbed it every day. Travelers rested under its shade. Villagers picked its fruit freely. The tree was happy. It loved being needed. Whenever someone came, it gave. Without hesitation, without question, without limit. As years passed, the villagers became used to the tree. They no longer asked politely. They no longer thanked it. They simply took. When fruit wasn't enough, they broke small branches. When branches weren't enough, they cut larger ones for firewood. When shade wasn't enough, they carved their names into its trunk. And still, the tree stayed silent. It thought, if I stop giving, they won't need me anymore. So it kept giving, even when it hurt. One harsh summer, there were no mangoes left. The branches were thin, the leaves were falling. The once strong trunk was scarred and cracked. Children no longer came to play. Travelers chose other spots. The villagers walked past without looking. The tree stood alone. It had given everything. And now, it had nothing left to give. For the first time, the tree felt empty. Not because it gave, but because no one protected it. One evening, an old man from the village stopped near the tree. He had watched it for years. He gently touched its rough trunk and whispered, "You were too kind." The wind moved softly through its few remaining leaves. The old man continued, "You gave without rest, without limits, without protecting your roots." He looked toward the village. They forgot your value because you were always available. The next season, something changed. The tree stopped giving fruit to anyone who damaged its branches. Children were still allowed to sit beneath it, but no more breaking, no more cutting, no more carving. Slowly, its leaves grew back, its branches strengthened, and when mangoes returned, the villagers treated it differently. They asked, they respected, they protected, because now access was no longer unlimited. When you are always available, people assume you will always be there. When you never say no, people forget your value. Kindness is beautiful, but kindness without boundaries becomes self-destruction. You can give, you should help, but never at the cost of your own strength. Even a tree must protect its roots, and so must you. If this story touched your heart, remember, you are not selfish for setting boundaries. You are protecting your future. Subscribe for more life-changing stories, and share this with someone who gives too much, because sometimes the strongest thing you can say is no.